Okay. In last lecture, we have seen the unit number second, that is the free vibration of single degrees of freedom system. From that, some of the points we have seen. That is the first point we have seen, that was the related to the what are the different types of the vibrations. Second point we have seen what is meant by the damping. Third point we have seen the first derivation, that is related to the free vibration of undamped system. We have seen that mass spring damper system and whatever the derivations, whatever the equations produced for the dynamic analysis, that all parts we have seen in the last lecture. And at the last point we have started the second derivation, that is the based on free vibration of a damped system. We are a free vibration of damped system. And from this equation, from this in that derivation, we have seen that there is a first that equilibrium equation which is formed. Up to that we have solved, and based on this we will go for the next point, that is the free vibration of single degrees of freedom system. From that we have seen up to the equilibrium equation. What we have seen? We have seen that mass spring damper system. That first that we have seen the diagram. In that diagram there are the which types of the parameters will come. First one is the C parameter will be there. Why? Because of the damping system. Second thing is that there is a K, that is the K, that's why that spring force will be produced into the system. And third point is that there is a that inertia force, that is the mx double dot. In this way, mx double dot plus cx dot plus kx equal to 0. That is the general equation, that is the equilibrium equation which is formed into this second derivation, that is the name as a free vibration of undamped system. Up to that we have seen, and for solving this equation we have gone for the putting that linear differential equation solving, that x of t is equal to a into e raised to st. We have put it already over there in the last lecture, and by putting this we have taken the first derivative of x with respect to t, we get, and the x dot of t, we have taken the second derivative, that is the x double dot of t, and both that t x value, x double dot value and x dot value, these three values putting into the equilibrium equation number 1, we get an answer as a S1 and S2 values. And if we put this S1 and S2 value in terms of this x of t, then we get as a a1 into e raised to minus c by twice m plus into bracket into root of c by twice m bracket square minus k by m into t plus a2 into e raised to minus c by twice m minus root of c by twice m bracket square minus k by m into t. Up to this we have seen in the last lecture. Okay. Next point is the for solving this equation in terms of the C, in terms of the CC, we will go for this. The most important concept over here, that is the critical damping. That is the critical damping coefficient. Already we know the C is the damping coefficient. What is meant by the C? That C is nothing but a damping coefficient. But when this C is equal to the CC, at that time, that whatever this term is known as the C is equal to CC, when this C will be equal to CC, it is defined as the value of damping C for which the value of radical or the under root part becomes 0. कधी असणार आहे C is equal to CC. What is meant by the C? C is the damping coefficient. What is meant by the CC? CC is nothing but a critical damping. When this critical damping will come, and when this C is equal to CC, at which case when this under root part, that under root part becomes 0. At that point, whatever this terminology under root part is become 0, at that time that C is equal to the critical damping. This damping is equal to the critical damping. That condition is from here. You can write here this C is equal to CC. When C is equal to CC, at the under root part becomes 0. So under root part, which is the under root part, that C by twice m bracket square minus k by m is equal to the 0. You can see here by taking this negative term on this side, C by twice m, and by taking the square root on both the sides, we get and C by twice m is equal to root of k by m. And already we have seen what is meant by the root of k by m. K by m is the omega n. What is meant by the omega n? Omega n is the natural frequency, and so that Cc is equal to the twice m omega n. That is the formula for calculating the critical damping with respect to the natural frequency and the mass of the system. Okay, all of you understand this? In last lecture, up to we have seen up to the x of t by putting this s1 and s2 value in terms of the basic equation of x of t is equal to a1 into e raised to s1t plus a2 into e raised to s2t. S1 and S2 already we get from the quadratic equation. Which quadratic equation we have got in last lecture? We have got that is the ms square plus cs plus k equal to 0. And by putting the formula, which formula? Minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. By putting this formula, we get directly the value of s1 and s2. What are those two values? That s1 and s2 in terms of plus and in terms of minus. And only these two values we have to put here. First one is the s1 is nothing but a plus value and s2 is nothing but a second value. And by putting this value in terms of x1 and x2, x1 and s2 will get an x1 x is equal to a1 into e raised to s1t plus a2 into e raised to s2t. That already we have seen in the last lecture. And based on this, we'll go for the next point. When this under root 1, the next concept comes as a critical damping. What is meant by the critical damping? Critical damping. What is this critical damping? It is defined as the value of damping C for which the value of radical of the under root part becomes 0. बघा under root part मध्ये कुठे येणार आहे? That is the root of c by twice m bracket square minus k by m is equal to 0. And by putting this value equal to 0 at that point, what is mean by it is defined as the value when this critical point, when this under root part means जो काही root मधला जो part आहे, that root part is equal to 0. At that point, that c is nothing but cc. That c is equal to the cc. What is mean by the c? C is the damping coefficient. And what is mean by the cc? Cc is the damping. Cc is the damping coefficient. That is the critical damping coefficient. So that it is known as the critical damping coefficient is nothing but a cc. When this c is equal to cc, at the time of the under root part becomes 0 from this equation x of t. When this a1 and a2 with respect to s1 and s2, where this under root part from s1 and s2 is equal to 0, at that point, that c terminology is equal to the cc. Means that damping coefficient c is equal to the critical damping coefficient. Okay. So based on this, we have put here that c from this c by twice m bracket square minus k by m is equal to 0, and when this under root part is equal to 0, at that point that c will be becomes as a cc. So you can put here that c is equal to cc by twice m bracket square minus k by m equal to 0. And from that, by taking the square root on the both the sides, we will get directly as cc by twice m is equal to root of k by m. And what is meant by the root of k by m? K by m is nothing but a natural frequency. And what is this? Omega n. And from this cc is equal to, we get directly as a cc is equal to root of cc is equal to twice m omega n. This twice m into the root of k by m is nothing but a omega n. Okay. So all of you write down this. I will wait for 2 minutes. Okay, all of you clear this critical damping coefficient? Critical damping, when the C is equal to Cc, at the under root part is becomes equal to 0. At that point, that C is equal to the Cc. C is nothing but a damping coefficient. Cc is nothing but a critical damping. And based on this, if you go for the C by twice m bracket square minus K by m, that is the radical part or the under root part is equal to 0. At that point, taking the square root on the both the sides, directly we get that Cc is equal to twice m omega n. That is one formula you write on your notebook, in your notebook at the top side. And second thing is that if you put this Cc is equal to twice m into root of K by m, that same I have written here. And if we take this m in inner part, what will be happen? That formula will be prepared here. That is the Cc is equal to 2 into root of Km, where K is the stiffness, m is the mass, and from this Cc will be equal to, that is the critical damping is equal to 2 into root of Km. You write these formulas in your top of the page. Okay. Write down next point. Damping ratio. All of you clear this? All of you have written in your notebook? Please reply me. We'll go for the next point. Is it visible to all? Is it visible to all?
No, ma'am.
Not visible? Not visible.
क्लियर दिसत नाही मॅडम.
ठीक है. All of you write down. I will tell you. Write down. Write down. Critical damping coefficient. Critical damping coefficient. It is defined as. It is defined as. It is defined as the value of damping C, value of damping C, for which value of radical part becomes 0. The radical part becomes 0. Below this you write Cc is equal to C is equal to C, and below this you write Cc is equal to twice m omega n, below this you write Cc is equal to 2 into root of Km. Cc is equal to 2 into root of Km. Write down next point, damping ratio. Write down next point, damping ratio. Write down this damping ratio zeta. Write down the damping ratio zeta. Damping ratio zeta. Below this write down zeta is equal to C upon Cc. Zeta is equal to C upon Cc. Write down the definition. Damping ratio. It is a ratio of. It is a ratio of. It is a ratio of. It is a ratio of coefficient of damping. Coefficient of damping. Coefficient of damping to the critical damping. Coefficient of damping to the critical damping. It is a ratio of coefficient of damping C to the critical damping Cc, where zeta is equal to C by Cc. Zeta is equal to C by Cc. Put here, write down below this, where C is equal to, where C is equal to, where C is equal to damping coefficient. C is equal to, write down, C is equal to damping coefficient. Damping coefficient, where Cc is critical damping coefficient. Where Cc is critical damping coefficient. Cc is critical damping coefficient. Okay. So next point is that we have to convert our equation. We have to convert our equation that S12, whatever the roots of the equation that we have got, that S12 values, we have to convert in terms of the zeta. Okay, we have to convert that S12 values in terms of the zeta. How to convert it? For that purpose, you have to write here S12 value. Write down this. You have to write the S12 values. Write down S12 values. Okay, for that purpose, I have pressed this. All of you clear this? Damping ratio. Damping ratio is nothing but a zeta. What is mean by the zeta? Zeta is nothing but a, it is a ratio of critical C to the Cc. What is mean by the C? C is nothing but a damping coefficient and Cc is nothing but a critical damping. We have to convert our equation. We have to convert our roots of equation S1 and S2 in terms of zeta. What are the S1 and S2 values? S12 is equal to minus C by twice M plus or minus root of C by twice M bracket square minus K by M. This is our S12 values. Already we know S12 values, which are those minus C by twice M plus or minus root of C by twice M bracket square minus K by M. We have to convert this in terms of zeta. What is mean by the zeta? I will write here. Zeta is equal to C by Cc. Means we have to convert this in terms of zeta. How to convert it? by the multiplication of CC and divided by CC. Okay, तो काय करायला लागेल बघा या ठिकाणी there is a minus C by CC into CC by twice M plus or minus root of C by twice M into multiplication of CC into divided by CC bracket square minus K by M. बघा लक्षात घ्यायचं. In this terminology, we have to convert this C parameter in terms of zeta. Then how to convert it? By the multiplication of CC and the divided by CC. When C by CC, it comes as a zeta. Already we know. So by the multiplication of CC and divided by CC, we get and the value of zeta. So there is a multiplication of CC and divided by CC. It will be getting cancelled. In these also you can see here that C by twice M into CC by CC, that will become 1. Okay, so there is no difference in this equation, but by dividing and by multiplying, we have to go for the conversion in terms of the zeta. How to convert it? You can see here that C by CC is a zeta, so that it will become as a minus of zeta into remaining term. Which is remaining term? That is CC by twice M, that is the remaining term. You can see here plus or minus in root of this equation. What is remaining? That C by CC, that will become as a zeta divided zeta into CC divided by twice M. It will become as a bracket square as the same minus of root of K by M. Already we know what is mean by the root of K by M. Already we know root of K by M is equal to omega n. Then squaring on both the sides, what will happen? Omega n square is equal to K by M. So put this value here that K by M is equal to, it will become as a omega n square. Okay. So based on this, you go for the next step. Zeta into CC for the resolution. Already we know what is the CC value. CC is equal to twice M omega n. That is the first formula, and second formula is a 2 into root of Km. Already in the before 5-10 minutes we have seen those are the two formulas. One is first is the CC is equal to twice M omega n, and second one is the CC is equal to 2 into root of Km. So we can resolve this equation here. How to resolve? Zeta into what is meant by the CC? CC is nothing but a twice M omega n divided by, there is a terminology as the same, that is a twice M plus or minus again root of this, root of what is this term? That CC, again CC will be equal to twice M omega n. Already we know the formula, that zeta into twice M omega n divided by twice M bracket square minus omega n square. What is remaining term? You tell me. बघा या ठिकाणी that twice M both are getting cancelled. In this terminology again this twice M get cancelled, and the remaining term you write. Up to this you write down in your notebook. Board is visible to all now? Visible now? Whatever I have written on the board, is it visible to you?
Yes, madam.
Okay, no problem. You write down then S12 value, which from where we have taken S12 from the quadratic equation. We got two roots. Which are those two roots? First one is the S12 by using the formula. Which formula? Minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. त्याच्यावर आपल्याला दोन फॉर्म्युले मिळाले, दोन आपल्याला रूट्स मिळाले. विच आर दोज रूट्स? दॅट आर दी S1 and S2. And that S1 and S2 we have put into the equation. Which equation? X of t, a1 into e raised to s1t plus a2 into e raised to s2t. त्याच्यानंतर काय केलं आपण? We have to go for the CC, that is the critical damping. Critical damping म्हणजे काय? Critical damping condition कधी असणार आहे? When under root part becomes 0. At that point we get the two formulas. Which are those two formula? First one is the CC is equal to twice m omega n, and second one is that CC is equal to 2 into root of km. Okay, and based on this we'll go for this next one, that is the zeta. For zeta, what is meant by the zeta? Zeta is a damping ratio, and which damping ratio? It is terminology of C by CC. How will get this? C by CC, it is a ratio of damping coefficient to the critical damping, that is the zeta. And we have to convert our S12, that are the roots of the equation, we have to convert in terms of the zeta. How we have converted here? You can see that S12 value minus C by twice m plus or minus root of C by twice m bracket square minus K by n. But we have to convert this S12 value in terms of zeta. How we will convert it? Already we know the formula. कुठला फॉर्म्युला माहिती आपल्याला? When zeta is equal to C by CC. जे C तर ऑलरेडी आहे, आपल्याला काय पाहिजे त्या ठिकाणी CC पाहिजे. तर काय करायला लागेल आपल्याला? By multiplication of CC and divided by CC, it will become 1. So that C by CC will get the value of zeta over there. So by multiplication of CC and divided by CC, C by CC will get as a zeta value into CC by twice m plus or minus again root of the same value CC. We have to convert in terms of zeta by the multiplication of CC and the divided by CC. So C by twice m is the same into CC by divided by CC. That will become as again one value into bracket square minus K by m. So next step you see that C by CC we will get here, and based on this C by CC, that terminology is known as the zeta here, into CC by twice m plus or minus root of that CC by that 2 C by twice m, that is the into that is the CC by CC. That terminology will become as a zeta divided by this twice m into CC bracket square minus omega n square. Omega n कसा आला त्या ठिकाणी? That already we know K by n, that is the root of K by m is the omega n, and by squaring on the both the sides we get that K by m is equal to omega n square. Up to this you are clear now? Okay, write down the next step. What is the next step? Anyone can tell me please? I am waiting for your response. That minus zeta omega, that minus zeta into omega n, that remaining term is only minus zeta omega n plus or minus root of which terminology is remaining now? Tell me. That is the zeta into omega n square, that is in bracket zeta omega n bracket square minus omega n square. Okay, write down this. If you are clear, I will erase this. All of you written in your notebook. May I erase? Please reply me. So below this write down S12 equal to, here I will write here, S12 is equal to, what is remaining? Minus zeta omega n plus or minus root of which terminology is here? Zeta into omega n bracket square plus or minus for S12 त्या ठिकाणी plus whatever the remaining term, that is here, that's plus or minus, that will become for the S12 value, and zeta into omega n bracket square minus into this omega n square for this K by m. And from this we get, and directly the omega n is the outside term, that is the common term, omega n into bracket minus zeta plus or minus root root of zeta square minus 1. That is the value of S12 in terms of the zeta. All of you understand this? Well, from this equation, I have taken that omega n as the common term from these terminologies. Omega n is common, so you put it as a omega n outside, and whatever the remaining term, that remaining term is a minus zeta. Only minus zeta is remain here. Plus or minus for S12 into root of this zeta omega n. That omega n square is common, so that out of this root that will become a omega n, so that omega n is a outside, and remaining term into root is a zeta square minus 1. All of you write down this. All of you completed? Next point you write down. Below this you write down case number 1. May I erase? Please reply me. Use chat box. Prajakta, Pratiksha, Manisha. Yes, okay, no problem. Write down the next point. Write down the case number 1, case number 2, and case number 3. Write down case number 1. Under damped system. Write down under damped system. Case number 1. Under damped system. Where zeta under damped system for case number 1, where zeta is less than 1, means that ratio of C by CC is less than 1. Right? Case number 2. Critically damped system. Critically damped system. You write down zeta is equal to 1, means C is equal to CC. And case number 3. Case number 3. That is over damped system. Over damped system where zeta is greater than 1, means C by CC is greater than 1. So all of you write down these 3 cases. Based on this damping ratio zeta, there are the 3 cases. First one is the under damped system. When under damped system comes, C by CC is less than 1, that is zeta is less than 1. Second condition is that critically damped system, that is the zeta is equal to 1, means C is equal to Cc. And for third condition, over damped system, that zeta is greater than 1, means C is more than Cc. So all of you write these 3 points. We go for the next point. Maybe within 1 minute, our meeting will be over here. So all should rejoin the same link once again.